Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to start with the chapter Lesson 7 Conservation of Plants and Animals. In this chapter we are going to discuss about species and ecosystem, importance of biodiversity, causes of loss of biodiversity, flora and fauna, classification of species in Red Data Book, endemic species, protected areas, conservation of biodiversity, and last we are going to discuss about migration. So students, let us learn some of the terms which is associated with biodiversity. So first is species. Species refers to a group of organisms that have common characteristics, features and can interbreed with each other. Like here we have taken the example of horse. Second is ecosystem. An ecosystem is made up of all the plants, animals and microorganisms in an area along with non-living components such as climate, soil, river, etc. So ecosystem includes both living and non-living things. Now students, let us learn some of the importance of biodiversity. So every component of biodiversity from microorganisms to huge animals plays an important role in nature. We get variety of food items like wheat, rice, jowar, etc. from plants, growth items like cotton from plants, wood, oil like mustard, groundnut, sunflower from plants. We also get food from hen, goat, crab, prawns, fish, etc. We get leather from skin of dead animals like camels and snake. We get milk from animals like cow, goat and buffalo. So in other words, we also economically depended upon biodiversity. So biodiversity maintain the environment around us. Now students, let us study the causes that threatens the existence of many plants and animal species. So first is increase in human population, illegal hunting, pollution, global warming, natural disasters and exotic species. Now let us discuss this one by one. So first is increase in human population. Now due to construction of large number of towns and cities for human settlement, industrialization, construction of dams, mines, etc., a large number of habitats like forests and ponds were wiped out. This led to the loss of biodiversity because natural habitat of various plants and animals were destroyed by human activities. For example, the giant panda is an endangered species. Because it survives only on bamboo shoots, in the past few decades, more than half of this bamboo forest, which were the natural habitat of the panda, have been cleared for farming and in the name of development. As a result, only few giant pandas are left in the natural surroundings. Second is illegal hunting. Tigers, elephants, leopards, rhinoceros, whales, seals and many other animals in the world are under threat because they are hunted down for skin, fur, tusk, claws, meat and other body parts. Even today there is a great demand for rhino horns, tiger bones, elephant tusks and fur of several animals. These animals are hunted although it is illegal. Illegal hunting of wild animals for commercial use is called poaching. The cheetah in Indian forest and dodo, a unique bird in Mauritius, became extinct due to excessive hunting. Third is pollution. Pollution of soil, air and water is endangering many plants and animals. Pesticides and other harmful chemicals accumulating in water bodies like lakes and ponds kill fish and other aquatic animals. Oil spill is also a great threat to marine organisms. Next is global warming. Global warming caused due to natural and human-made reasons has also forced species to adapt to the changing environment. Many organisms, especially in polar regions, are under threat as they are not able to adapt well in the changing environment. Next is natural disasters. Natural disasters such as earthquakes, flood, drought, cyclones, forest fires have also contributed to the reduction of plants and animals species in many areas. Now students, let us learn the last point, that is exotic species. So exotic species means animals and plants that do not belong to a place originally and are introduced from elsewhere are called exotic species. For example, water hyacinth. Water hyacinth, an exotic species which entered the Indian water, grows very fast and covers the whole water body. This exotic variety is threatening the survival of many native aquatic plants of India. Now next is flora and fauna. So flora means different varieties of plants living in the natural surroundings are called flora of that place. Similarly, different kinds of animals living in the natural surrounding are called fauna of that place. So together, flora and fauna of a place form the biodiversity of a place. IUCN means International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, now known as World Conservation Union, that is WCU, is an international body to study and assess the global conservation status of plant and animal species. IUCN maintains a comprehensive list known as IUCN Red List of Threatened Species. It is also known as Red Data Book. The main aim of IUCN Red List is to focus the attention of conservationists towards species that are under threat of becoming extinct and therefore promote their conservation process. Here the species are classified into 9 groups. The classification is based on certain factors such as present and past distribution of particular species in a given area, the decline in their number over a period of time, area of geographical distribution, etc. The categories are: first, extinct; second, extinct in the wild; third, extremely endangered; fourth, endangered; fifth, vulnerable; sixth, near threatened; seventh, least concern; eighth, data deficient; and ninth, not evaluated. So first is extinct species. Millions of years ago, huge dinosaurs lived on the earth. Today they are not seen. Scientists believe that our earth cooled suddenly and the dinosaurs had no fur or feathers to protect themselves. They could not adjust to the cold conditions. So all of them died and now have become extinct. So the species which are not found now but once lived on this earth are called extinct species. Second is dodo bird, became extinct mainly due to people hunting it for food. Second is extinct in the wild. When a species no longer exists in its natural habitat and is also known only to survive in captivity like zoo, is said to be extinct in the wild. For example, pink-headed duck and the cheetah have become extinct in the wild from our country. Third is extremely endangered species. Species that have extremely high risk of becoming extinct are listed in extremely endangered species. For example, pygmy hawk, Balearic shearwater duck, thick-billed parrot, civet, and forest owlets. Next is endangered species. Species that are at high risk of getting extinct in near future due to decline in their number and a drastic change in a habitat are called endangered species. For example, Asian elephant, pink pigeon, king cobra, sea turtle, and blue whale. Next is vulnerable species. Species that already exist in low numbers and may become endangered if the causative factors like habitat destructions, environmental disturbance, or illegal hunting continue to operate are called vulnerable species. For example, hippopotamus, golden langur, chinkara, deer. And last is endemic species. Endemic species are those species of plants and animals that are found exclusively in a particular geographical area. They are not found naturally anywhere else. For example, Ganga river dolphin is endemic aquatic animals that live only in the river of Ganga. Second is Asiatic lion is an endemic species residing in the Gir National Park in Gujarat. Third is the lion-tailed macaw is found only in southwest India. Nilgiri Thar is endemic to the Nilgiri Hills and the southern portion of the Western Ghats range in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Last is giant pandas. Only natural home is the mountainous region of southwest China. Andaman and Nicobar Islands contributes at least 220 endemic plants in India. Endemic plants and animals are at greater risk of becoming extinct